Welcome in the Money podcast for KeenelandSelect.com for Thursday, October 17th. Tom Leach, along with Jim Goodman, Keeneland's Director of Wagering Development, as we take a look at the stakes race on the Thursday card, the Grade 3 Sycamore, and then we'll look at the late pick for you as well. Sycamore's at 1.5 miles on the turf for 3-year-olds and up. Nice, well-matched field, I thought, here, Jim. How'd you see it?
Yeah, I thought so too, but I thought Focus Group was a little bit better than the rest. I love the buyer numbers in the high 90s. Grade 1 tested ever since October of last year. He's running 4 Grade 1s and 2 Grade 2s, and not really embarrassed himself. Probably the worst finish was in the Bowling Green. He finished 8th at Saratoga at 1 mile and 3/8. So he only got beat 2.5 lengths to Channel Cat. He's lost to Old Persian, Patterson Cross. He's got a lot of nice running lines in his past, and I think Focus Group at that 1.5 mile race at Woodbine sets him up very well for this one. He's 2 for 4 at the distance. When you go 1.5 miles, you've got to look at horses that have actually run and run well at that distance, and there's only a couple of them in here. Focus Group and Postulation, the 6, who's my second choice, 2 for 9 at the distance, coming off a narrow loss at Laurel, and before that won a nice little stakes at Monmouth. And the buyer numbers stack up well there too. Michael Matz doesn't bring a lot of horses here, and Vargas doesn't ride here very much, but he comes to ride this horse. Hard for me to go against Chad Brown and Jose Ortiz in this race, though, so I'm going to take Focus Group on top. I'm going to use Postulation, Nakamura, the 4-horse for Graham Motion, Midnight Tea Time, the 2 for Joe Sharp, and probably Zumarudi. That's hard to say for Michael Stidham, just because it's Michael Stidham. I don't know why he'd name a horse Zumarudi, but anyway, the 9-horse at 15-1 for Gaffleon. So Focus Group is going to be my pick in one of the last graded stakes of the fall meet, the Sycamore at 1.5 miles.
We interviewed Michael Stidham for the Today at Keeneland show, and you got the pronunciation exactly right. I actually asked him about
that's
how
a shock.
That. Look at you. I originally wrote down Focus Group. Just he's got better buyers, he's kept better company, everything you said. But I talked myself into trying to beat him with one other horse, and that's Nakamura. And the horse is in lifetime best form, so that gives him a shot. And it's Motion, and his barn's been running well. Castellanos obviously had a fantastic meet. So just off those connections, the horse is in lifetime best form, and I'm going to take a shot to beat him. But Focus Group does on paper looks like clearly the best one. Otherwise, Space Mountain, Postulation, Marzo. Marzo just on the improvement in the first time from Maker, who does well in these marathon races. I thought that angle was a little interesting as well. But Nakamura over Focus Group for me. Now, the pick 4 starts in the 6th race. It's non-winners at 2 other than allowance at 1.5 miles, at a mile for fillies and mares 3 and up. Then you've got a non-winners of 2 level allowance for 2-year-olds at 6 furlongs, and it finishes up with 2-year-old fillies, maiden claimers, 30,000, going 6 furlongs on the main track. So let's go through the pick 4, Jim. Take me through what you're looking at 6, 7, 8, and 9.
Okay, 6th race I thought was wide open. I thought I went through here and really couldn't. I eliminated a few of the horses, but I'm going to go 6 deep in here. My winning pick is La Signare for Brendan Walsh, who's just been on fire this meet. For Gaffleon, thinking if both get in, I don't think Originator is going to get in. I feel so eligible, but even with La Signare, I think Brandon Walsh has a good hand here off the Honey Fox at Gulfstream. 8th, the 2-horse has the inside rail and has some positional speed and maybe an upset chance at 12-1. Winning envelope for 3 for Chris Block. Arabella Bella for Michael Maker. East Moon for Rusty Arnold, the 7, and Our Baby Ruth for Eddie Keneally on a 2 race, including a big race at Kentucky Downs. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9 in the 6th. In the 7th race, thought this was a little more formful. I'm going to go 3 deep here with a 4, 6, 7. Complexifier is my pick for Le Peru and Brian Lynch. Lightly raced and really moved up last time at Churchill in a 6 furlong race. Comes back at the same distance. Won at 3 to 5 for fun. let's stay positive for Wesley Ward. Hadn't been out since April, but last time on this track, won by 4 lengths around a 52-1, 4.5 furlongs. And long weekend for Tom Amos. They thought enough of this one to put him in the Saratoga Special off a maiden win, and didn't make it against Green Light Go. A lot of people won't make it against that kind of horse, but has a shot here with Ortiz. So going 4, 6, 7. I am going to single the 5-horse focus group in the feature race, the Sycamore, simply because I just think in form and class he just towers over them. And I thought that was the easiest single in the sequence. Then I'm going to go deep in that 2-year-old maiden claimer at the end. Always go deep in those kind of races. Poseidon's Passion, the 2 for James Gullick and Sophie Doyle. The 4, Cyclone Millie, first-time starter for Eric Foster, and not a very well-known name, but 22% trainer on 45 mounts this year. Our Lizzie Lou, the 6 for Randy Morse. The 8, Heroic Officer, probably the favorite in a really weak race. Rather be lucky than good. The 9 horse for Jason Barkley. And the 10, Dusted Diamond, is going to throw in James Chapman. This is a crapshoot. I think you could go all here very easily. So my total pick 4 is 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9 with 4, 6, 7 with 5 with 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10 for $54.
I'm looking at this a lot like you are. We have a lot of the same numbers and really some very similar ticket structure. First leg, I'm just going 3 deep. I like La Signari a lot. I think Walsh does well with newcomers to his barn, and this horse dropping out of those graded stakes races. I'm not going to single, but I think that horse she looks awfully strong. Winning Envelope has kept some good company, and Chris Block historically ships in and wins a race or 2 here. And then off a win, Arabella Bella I'm going to include as well. So 1, 3, and 5 in the first leg. Second leg, I'm going to go a little deeper. I like Complexifier off that 83 buyer last time. Couple of good local works. But these 2-year-olds, I'm going to think jump up and improve. So Super Dormy, the 1, comes out of a stake. Analyze Your Risk, improved in the first start off the layoff and had a wide trip. Feeling It, the 3, big improvement last time. And then the 6 is Wesley Ward, let's say positive, so I'm going to throw that one in as well. So 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. And I'm going to use just the 2 horses. I'm going to take a shot with Nakamura in focus group. If Nakamura can't beat focus group, I don't think anybody else can. I'm just thinking the horse is in best form. Maybe he's got a shot. So I'm just going to use those 2. And then 5 deep in the last leg. Poseidon's Passion was my top pick. Has some good speed, and those horses coming into Arlington have won a few races at this class level. So that was, I thought, a decent angle as well. Heroic Officer for Wilkes and Le Peru. Our Lizzie Lou's got good speed. Her Gold Mine took some money in the debut race, so I thought that was a little interesting. And I used to not be a fan of first-timers in these maiden claiming races. And if there's somebody with some decent form of the experienced horses, I still tend to lean that way. But you talked me into this, that if there's a race, there's no established form, then take a longer look at those horses that haven't run yet, that might just be good enough. And I thought Cyclone Millie was an interesting first-timer in here, the 4-horse. So none of the ones that have started look like anything too scary. And a first-timer could certainly win this, I think. So 2, 4, 6, 8, and 11 in the last leg. So $75 ticket for me on this Thursday card of the Keeneland Fall Meet. And we've got stakes races tomorrow and Saturday and Sunday coming up to talk about on the In the Money podcast for KeenelandSelect.com.